back to the channel. And if you're new here, this is Riley and I'm Sometimes Now. And today we're going to do an oil filter on a Hustler Raptor SD zero-turn mower. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is, you can try to get to the filter and the oil drain plug without taking the wheel off, but it makes a mess. So what we're going to do is, first thing, I'll jack up the one side, pull the wheel off, and then we have access to everything underneath the fender. So let's go. So you'll need a 13/16 socket. Alright, so this is the hose that came with the mower. So we got to put this on the drain plug so it can drain out, and then we'll put a pan underneath to catch the oil. I already ran the engine so it's warm. I ran it for like 3-4 minutes just to get the oil so it flows free. So we'll get that on right now. So here's the drain plug that we got to put the hose on. Yeah, it's right. Got to put it right on here. So we'll install that. Go out through the frame with it, and we'll put this on just like that. And then just open this up, and we'll take the oil cap off. All right, so we'll get this out of the way. Thing. So now you can see down inside there. So we're going to take a 10mm wrench and we're going to break this loose. Once I broke it loose, I can turn that out with my finger. And now with this hose, it comes down. I got that running into the little makeshift pan. I'm going to let the mower down just a hair, just to angle it a little bit to get all the oil out of the engine. And once that drains, we'll pull the filter. Alright, the oil's almost done draining. Just dripping a little bit. We'll let that finish up, and then we'll pull the oil filter. Alright, so now that it's done draining, we'll tighten up the drain plug. It's plastic, so don't over tighten it. There. So now we'll pull the oil filter, and we will break the loose with a pair of filter wrench. Alright, so now that we got this loose, this is just a flexible mat that I got off Amazon that you can contour whatever way you want to catch oil. Alright, so see how that is. Got that pushed up in there like that. And that'll let the oil drain out. just runs right into that. Comes in handy when you don't want to make a mess. See, this thing works out pretty good. Catches the oil instead of running all over the way that it's set up. It runs all over the frame, goes down inside everything. So I got one of these to catch all the oil, and it just runs out right into your pan. Alright, so now that we got this all drained, we pull this out. So the one I got just from the local parts store is a FRAM extra guard, which is a PH8170 FRAM filter. And we'll put some fresh oil on the seal and we'll reinstall the filter. I'm going to wipe off the Alright, now we'll put the new filter on. And we just hand tighten that. Alright, this is the 23 horse Kawasaki FR691V engine. And it takes 2.2 quarts with the filter. So we will fill this up. This is 1 quart. And I use SAE 30. I don't use 1030, or I use SAE 30 because I only use this in the summer. And it's usually warm, so I can use the solid blend instead of the variable. And that's 1 quart. Alright, here's quart number 2. What do we got here? Here's our 2. And we'll check it afterwards. We'll put that in there and then we'll check it after I run it. Alright, so we got the drain valves tight, filters on, and we will put everything back on here. This is your notification for your engine. And then, so when you check this, you're only supposed to put it in, don't screw it on. Just set it on and then pull it. So I have to start this so I can get an accurate, but Right now, we're over full, but I gotta fill the filter, so we'll start this up. We're gonna get the wheel back on and torque the lug nuts, and then we'll start this up. So we'll get this back up in the air. These lug nuts are supposed to be tightened and torqued at 70 foot-pounds. We'll set this at 70 foot-pounds. We'll torque these lug nuts, and then we'll start this up. Let it reset. Let you know when it gets close. I'm going to do that with all of them. And then the last one will be, I'll run it to 3. And then once it gets to green, if it hits red, that means you over torqued it. I'll wait for it to reset. Alright, so the next time we do it, I should have green on each one. Alright, here we go. Green, 70.5. .7. .3. And 70.7. So we're good to go. Alright, so now we'll start this up. Check for leaks. Filter's not leaking, the shutoff petcock valve is not leaking, so we're good there. Now we'll let it sit a minute, let the oil drain back in. We'll check the oil, make sure if we need to top it off or not, and we'll be good to go. Alright, so we'll check this, and you don't put it on and screw it in, you just set it in there like that. Don't screw it in and then you pull it out. So there it is, right to the full mark, 2.2 quarts. So we're good to go. And first time I mow, I'll check to make sure that the oil doesn't need to be topped off. So the next service I'm going to do is I'm going to do the hydro oil. I'm going to pull both wheels. I got the filters ordered for because each drive unit takes one filter, and I already got the oil, so I'm just waiting for the filters now. And we'll pull both tires, change both filters, fill the new fill the reservoir, fill both hydro gearboxes, and that's my next video. So stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot for all your support. I really appreciate it. It makes it worthwhile doing these videos. It takes extra time to, you know, when shooting a video for everything you're doing, it takes twice as long than the editing. So it makes it worthwhile that you guys are actually appreciating some of these videos that I'm doing. So stay tuned, and I appreciate it. Thank you.